Hi, grade 9 student. Today we're going to talk about power of a power. What the meaning of that? So let's say I have this example. If I have 5 to the power of 2 and I add all of that inside the bracket and there is another power of 6. So let's see how grade 8 students will deal with something like that and how grade 9 deal with something like that. So the grade 8 student will say, let's break down everything here. 5 to the power of 2 to the power of 6. That means 5 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 2, 5 to the power of 2, 5 to the power of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my base. 5 to the power of 2 is my base. But I need to break down each 5 to the power of 2. That means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. I'm in the second one now. The third one, I'm going to break it down to 5 times 5. The third one, 5 times 5. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there is more to 5 times 5, 5 times 5. So with this way, if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that means the answer is 5 to the power of 12. Too much work. And every time the numbers are greater, every time the work will be more and more. So let's see the grade 9. Grade 9, usually they use one of the exponent rule or law. Power of a power, we are saying like that. If I have, let's say, m or a, the base a to the power of m, everything to the power of n. Usually the law is saying that you take this base and you multiply the two exponents. So let's see if we are doing that now. If I have the 5 to the power of 2, everything to the power of 6, that means 5 to the power of 2 times 6, which means 5 to the power of 12. And I got the same answer as grade 8 students. So let's practice with some examples here. If I have the question and the question is saying simplify, not evaluate, simplify only each of the following using power rules. So in this case, I have this first one, and we said if I have power of power, that means I multiply. So that means 4 exponent or to the power of 2 times 3 equals 6. Divide by 4 to the power of 3. I know from previous, if I have the same base, in this case, all I have to do, and this is division, I subtract the exponent from previous lesson about the division. So 6 minus 3 equals 3, so that means 4 to the power of 3. And this is my final answer. Next, if I have something like that, again, I have power of power. That means I multiply the two exponents. So b is going to be 2 times 7, which means 14, times b to the power of 3. Now, since I have the same base and its multiplication, I add the exponent. So 14 plus 3. That means b to the power of 17. Here I need to focus a little bit, and I encourage you, when you see something like that, you deal from inside to outside. So let's deal about everything inside the large or the square bracket, and after that we go with the power of 10. So I have m to the power of 4 to the power of 4. Power of power, that means that means m, the base, 4 times 4 equals 16. Divide by m, since I have power of power, so I multiply the exponents, 3 times 2, 6. And now I can leave everything as it was to the power of 10. I deal again the inside this square bracket, and after that I finalize my answer. I have a division, and I have the same base. That means I subtract 16 minus 6 equal 10. And again, inside the square bracket to the exponent of 10. Now, power of power, that means I multiply, so it's going to be m to the power of 100, 10 times 10. Again, the same thing here. I deal about everything inside the square bracket first, and after that I finalize it. So I have n to the power of 5 to the power of 3. I multiply the two power, that means 3 times 5 equals 15, so n 15 times n to the power of 6 power of 2. Again, I multiply the two exponents, so it's going to be 12, so n 12. And now I have to add everything inside this square bracket. Next, since this is a multiplication, that means I add the two powers. So 15 plus 12 equal 27. Everything to the power of 5. Now, since power, that means I multiply. So I take the 27, I multiply it by 5. 5 times 7 equal 35. 3, 2 times 5, 10, and 3, 13. 135. So that means n to the power of 135. I hope you understood the idea of this lesson, and thank you for your attention.